The cop then looks at me and says, "So what exactly are you? What do you have between your legs, a penis or a vagina? Because I can't tell." Hello everyone, my name is Justine, and as always, I am the beautiful queen here on this Chanel, honey. How are you? Yes, it is another sit-down story time with me. Baby, we're bringing this back to old school YouTube. This story time, it ain't cute. It ain't fun. I'm really glad I'm not a felon right now. Like, that's how crazy the story is about to be. Like, let's just say that. Okay, before I preface this is kind of reason why I always say at the end of my videos that you guys are never alone, and I will always have LGBTQ resources at the bottom, because I was almost arrested for being trans. And I wish that was a fucking joke. The laws here are absolutely insane. It's so stupid. The cops here aren't the cutest. Like, I'm not a fan of them because every time I usually get pulled over, they're like, "Bitch, you're in disguise. Like, what's going on here?" My cars get searched, but that's not the story time. This is the story time. I literally told myself, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to post this. I don't know if I'm even going to film this until I leave my job, because this happened at my job, and this is one of the things that kind of set a fire for me to get out of that job, was because of this incident. This isn't the only incident that happened, but it's kind of a big incident. So this happened about, I'm gonna say, just under 2 years ago. Literally September would be 2 years ago today. And it was kind of an insane story. I wasn't a manager at the time. I was a closer, which basically is a manager because there was no manager there, and it was just me. I was treated as a manager way before I got the title. That's a whole different story time, honey, okay? What happened is that I came in there, there's a bunch, and we like to hire a lot of younger kids just so they get the opportunity to have something on their resume when they're older, or when they're applying for colleges. We want to make sure they're set up, basically. Hey, we're not trying to have anyone fail. Come in here, do your jobs. The downside of that is that there's a lot of younger, I can't believe I'm even fucking saying this, but there's a lot of younger kids that don't like to work or just have really bad attitudes. And that's kind of what happened here. I walked in, basically a couple kids were talking shit about the bartender, and in no way, shape, or form do I care for that. I basically am like, no, you guys can go home. That's the tea. Go home, it is what it is. Then they called their parents. And their parents came up there and started screaming and yelling at me. It gets better. Trust me, this gets fucking better. It's like the pre-story to the story. So she then comes up there and starts screaming, cussing me, basically all up and down, every single swear word in the book. She goes, "Come outside, fight me." I told her, "I'm not gonna fight you, honey. I don't fight customers." She then leaves. The kid says I'm trans and calls the cops, saying that I abused her and I abused her kids. Yeah. And in this state, if the woman calls, it's an automatic arrest for the man. Guess what still says on my license? Thank you, Trump, for that. Because then I told the fucking bartender, which I was sticking up for at the time. She was like, "No, I got your back." And then I called my manager that wasn't there at the time. I was like, "Hey, this is the tea. Cops are coming." All that shit. Cops come through the front door of the restaurant. They lead me to the back. They're like, "We need to talk to you." I'm now having a panic attack. Peekaboo, honey, editing Justine here, trying to tap in really quick because I left something out that I think is kind of funny. When the cops came to the restaurant, I kid you not, everyone stopped working. It could be a pin drop when they said my name, which they also said my dead name, so we love that. But it was a fucking pin drop. I mean, the entire restaurant started to come out and literally try to peek through the window where you can see where I was getting interrogated. Yeah, I was getting interrogated, bitch. I was detained, so you could literally see all the employees peeking out the window what's going on? I kid you not, I never in my life had that happen to me, and I wish this never happens to me. But for a good solid 15 minutes, no one was working. They were all gagged that shit was going down. No one could fucking believe that the cops were gonna try to arrest me for assaulting a woman because I'm trans. Point blank, because I'm trans. I did absolutely nothing wrong this thing. I did nothing wrong. There's literally nothing I did wrong. The bartender said I did nothing wrong. And now I have to deal with 2 cops. I'm over here trying to explain it to the situation. They're saying that I assaulted them. I put hands on them. I look at them and I'm like, what am I going to do? Assault you with my Sage and Tarot cards? You can't make this up. The cop then looks at me and says, "So what exactly are you? What do you have between your legs, a penis or a vagina? Because I can't tell. It's for our records." Sir, I know damn well that you have sensitivity training on your hands, and you will need to go through that one more time, because you do not ask a person if they have a penis or a vagina. That's fucked up. That is so fucked up to do. I'm now having a panic attack. They took me outside, basically put me into a corner. She wasn't my manager, but she was a manager on duty. She came out with me. She was like, I'm her manager. I get to be here. I get to say exactly what you're saying to her. The only reason I am not in jail or with a felon right now is because we had cameras. And they lied to me. If that didn't happen, I would be a felon right now. I don't know how to describe this. The cops were assholes. The one just kept grilling into me, and I'm like, I literally did nothing wrong. I was like, I didn't even swear at her. I swear at the mama after she started cussing me the fuck out. I was like, but I literally did nothing to her. You can't make this shit up with a 10-foot pole. I was like, I kid you not, I did nothing wrong. And yet here we are. You're trying to arrest me for sending a kid home because they weren't doing their job. You can't make this shit up. And then on top of that, while the cops were grilling at me, the mom's just outside screaming and cussing up a fucking storm, saying that she's gonna beat my ass. I'm sorry, honey, I do not fight. That is not me. Karma will come and get you. I was like, I will light a candle. I'll do anything but put my hands on you. The best part is that literally the way that our job is set up, my area, you have a door for the drivers, and then like that door can kind of lead into a corner. We went outside that door, and the cops literally cornered me so where I couldn't back up. Like, who fucking does that? Like, I'm over here looking at the fucking bartender like, oh my god, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm over here thinking in my head like, bitch, do I have numbers memorized? Because I don't know what the fuck the phone call is gonna be. And then I'm also having a panic attack because, bitch, I'm gonna get sold for ramen packets. Like, they're gonna sell me for ramen packets and cigarettes because I'm fresh meat, honey. And that's not good. That's not good at all. Like, I'm trying to make this as a joke, but this shit scared me to my core. And, like, that is why I always tell you guys, like, hey, always be safe, make smart choices. I love you, and there will always be love for you, because at that point in time, I felt like nothing. And, like, I'm getting anxiety just talking about this story again. I wish that on no one. That is the most craziest shit I have been through with the law. Well, I mean, there's been other story times, but I can't tell about that. I can't even make up words for this because of how crazy it was. That is where I'm at. The cops were drilling me. It was mostly just one. One of them was like, you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just standing there looking at this other cop. This other cop is backing the fuck up because he knows he can probably get in trouble. They're lucky I didn't sue it. They're lucky I didn't sue the entire, like, cop fields, because even asking a person what they have between their legs should be so fucked up. I'm sorry. You saw my ID already. You saw what it said. You see that I'm in fucking tie-dye. My makeup is all fucking done and I have my hair up like a woman, honey. Like, it doesn't take 2 fucking brain cells to be like, hi, my name is Justine. I go by Justine. Like, the tomfoolery and the fuckery and the transphobia during this entire town is the reason why I'm trying to get the fuck out. Take me back to Colorado, honey. I want to be back in the mountains. Let me be on my witchy shit in the woods, because this place is not cute. And, like, they're like, I kid you not, I told my mom when I came home that day, she blew up the town's fucking police Facebook, and she is still blocked. Like, 2 years later, she is still blocked. Like, good for you, mama. I feel you, slay queen. But, like, also, like, you didn't have to go so hard. They wanted me to, like, sue and get body camera footage. I decided not to. I was like, you know what? I was like, I just been through another lawsuit. I did not want to deal with lawyers and, like, cops, and, like, it's just not cute. This is why I still have PTSD, especially if I get pulled over, because I just get the flashbacks. And this is why I always tell you guys, please stay safe. Please be safe. Because you don't know who the fuck's gonna say some shit. You don't know what kind of cop you're gonna have. There are some good cops probably out there. I've never met any yet. But while all this was going on, like, I'm so glad I didn't eat, because I would be shitting my pants, literally. Like, I would be shitting my pants. Like, I can't even imagine myself in jail. Like, I freaked the fuck out. Like, ever since I was a kid, I made sure not to do it, because, like, I know for a fact I'd be prime real estate. They're like, oh shit, they got the fresh meat, honey. Ooh, and she got some fat. That's some A5 Wagyu, baby. I was like, come to my cell later. We'll have some fun. Bitch, it's gonna be fun for you, but not for me. This is the shit you can't make up. And I wish this on no one. Obviously, I am the loudmouth that'll, like, say something. I did wait almost 2 years to tell this story because, like, I wanted some time to happen. I didn't want to be working there no more, and, like, just the drama could start. That's how I became a felon, and I got arrested for being trans. I was detained. Thankfully, I wasn't arrested. There was another time I was detained because I didn't sell my, like, they thought I didn't pay for my gas, but that's a different story for a different day, and those handcuffs were not fuzzy, and they were very uncomfortable, so if you want that story time, I'll let you guys know later, too. I got a whole pack of carton of cigarettes out of that, which is fun. Save me like 80 bucks, but hey, the handcuffs for handcuffs. Until then, you guys, for real, like, this is why I say stay safe, do make smart choices. You don't know what this world can be. You don't know who the fuck can call some cops on some bullshit. And with that being said, all my links are in the description below. And of course, all my LGBTQ plus resources are also below in case you need some. Trust me, there are some good resources on there. If you want to take a look, have a look. I'm pretty sure I have GLAAD on there. I have the Trevor Project. I think I have the Okra Project on there as well. Once again, all good resources, not just like stupid bullshit. I love you guys. Please stay safe. I hope you guys are liking these videos lately. I've been putting a little extra time into them, so I will see you, of course, again next week. Remember, I am streaming as well on Twitch. I love you guys. Sashay away.